Thank y'all for tuning in for a special edition of Stephon Clark Sunday. I appreciate you all on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, so on and so forth. I appreciate you guys for tuning on in. So I want to recap on the SAC 6 program. And every time we come on Stephon Clark Sunday, we want to talk about actionable items. And what we talk about actionable items is things that we do after the protest, things that we're doing to further our movement. That is not a moment. It is a movement, not a moment. And we believe passion without direction is chaos, but passion with direction is purpose. And that is one of the main reasons we've created the SAC 6 program here at www.imsacfoundation.com. If you have not gone to that website, log on to www.imsacfoundation.com. And our SAC 6 is this. Number one, we would like to bridge the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. But before we do that, we believe in bridging the gap between community and community. Very important. When it comes to bridging the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities, it is a problem that must be solved. I'm open to having a dialogue, and I believe in accountability on all levels. I'm open to have a dialogue with anybody who wants to bridge that gap. Through different panels, discussions, and forums, and films, and music, and art in Stephon's house is one of the many ways we believe in bridging that gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. So that's number one. Number two is to inform and educate on policy and legislative change. We believe policy and legislative change is legacy on paper. Number three is provide resources and healing spaces for those in need in our community. We also believe that give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. We believe in commemorating the life and legacy of Stephon Clark in a positive light through things like Stephon Clark Sunday. These are one of the many ways we commemorate his name and life in a positive light. So that way his name will live on for generations long, long, long after you and I have left this earth. Number five, we believe is receiving recommendations from you, the people, on how to prevent such atrocities like Stephon Clark from ever happening again. Stephon is gone. We're not able to get our brother back, but we can make sure that something like this never, ever, ever happens again. Number six is the golden rule, the golden gospel. John 15:12 in the Bible says, love each other as I have loved you. If you skip down to John 15:18, it says, if the world hates you for it, know they hated me long before they ever hated you. So the golden rule is spread the gospel of love, and that is everybody love everybody. That is our story, and we're sticking to it, period, dot. And you can go learn more by going to www.imsacfoundation.com. I want everybody to make a donation. If you can't make a donation, purchase the merch that funds the work. If you can't purchase the merch that funds the work, become a volunteer. If you can't become a volunteer, give unto others as you have others give unto you. Do something noble, So I'm going to cut it short this Sunday because I had to come kind of late. And we all know the SAC 6 now. And I want us all to put our own actionable items to use here. When I say bridge the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities, I believe beginning the dialogue. What solutions do you have when it comes to bridging the gap that I haven't already said or put out there? When I say inform and educate on policy and legislative change, in some countries, the people are forced to use and know and deal with the politics of the land. Here in America, we don't have to know the politics, so we don't understand how important the law is. AB 392, it might be a watered down bill. Yeah, we've said that numerous times, but slow progress is better than no progress. So, what volunteer opportunities are available? Great question. We have many volunteer opportunities available. We have our library here. We have a library here, a museum, a resource center, rec center. So Amber, if you want to volunteer, you go to imsacfoundation@gmail.com. That's imsacfoundation@gmail. You send us an email there on how you would like to volunteer, and we can use your assistance in getting the library together and distributing food, distributing face masks, because we do our food and face mask giveaways every week still. That's another way we commemorate life and legacy in a positive light. So there's many ways you can volunteer. If you want to volunteer, just go to imsacfoundation@gmail and you contact me, and we will find the best use for you when it comes to serving your community and commemorating life and legacy in a positive light. I got to go. Thank you all for joining me for this Stephon Clark Sunday. May the life and legacy of Stephon Clark live in a positive light for generations and generations and generations and generations long after you and I have left this earth. May Terrence Mercadal and Jared Robinette toss and turn and not have a good rest sleep at night forever. You know, may District Attorney Carol Baskin step down because she knows that she's wrong and she needs to be held accountable. So we got a lot of work to do. And thank you, Amber, for sending the email. We need everybody to be like Amber. Send the email, volunteer, get out there, support. If you can't make a donation, volunteer. If you can't volunteer, purchase the merch that funds the work. But do something. Do something. Don't just get out there hooping and hollering and yelling with no actionable items. The reason we created Stephon Clark Sunday was for actionable items. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Thank you, Heidi. Heidi will be volunteering, send an email too. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Amber. You guys are amazing. You guys are the reason I'm doing what I'm doing. Bam, send the email tonight and send your availability. Don't send the email without sending your availability because I need to know when you're available. I know how you're available and so on and so forth. I got to go. People are calling me left and right. That's Zion calling. You know, messing up the live. But shout out to Zion. Y'all go check out Queen Kibi Ethiopian restaurant. Some of the best food in town. So thank you all for joining me. Everybody love everybody. Good night. Yeah. And make sure you go to www.iamsacfoundation.com and become a member. Because if you're not a member, then no point in doing this. Email one more time. The email is right there on the screen. It's right there on the screen, sister. iamsacfoundation@gmail. Right there. iamsacfoundation@gmail. It's iamsacfoundation@gmail. You know. All right, I gotta go now, sister. All right, now you guys be good. iamsacfoundation@gmail. You got it. Send that email. It's right there on the top left, on the bottom left-hand corner.